Hello, my name is Voya and welcome to my deep guide and another installment of Q&A videos or a video. Well, let's roll the questions. Question number 1 from Pablo. Hi Voya, thank you for all the advice you provide in your channel. It has been very useful for my recent decision to buy a Note Air 2, which I'm very happy with. Glad to hear that. Like at Antonio Ciofi below, I would very much appreciate some advice on battery use. I've seen some users recommend that it's better not to let it drain below 20% and not to charge it above 80%. Is that true? Many thanks. Yes, indeed, that is very much true. And that's not just for Note Air 2, that is true for any battery, from your phone, tablet to your car. It really doesn't matter. So batteries do not like to be drained below 20%, some even a bit higher, maybe even 30%, and definitely not charged above 80. So in order to actually get the best compromise, the best thing for the batteries is like 30 to 70%, but in reality that's not easily maintainable. And also it's not very practical. So a far more practical solution is to actually keep your batteries not drained below 20% and not overcharge them and not charge them over 80%. There are apps, since you're on Note Air 2 and you're on Android, you can look into some apps that actually do that for you. And this is a well-known fact, so much so that there are apps that actually tell you, hey, you're below 20%, start charging, and that actually stop charging at around 80%. And for example, Lenovo laptops have a battery saver feature that will not allow the laptop to charge over 70%, I think. And all of that is to basically prolong your battery life so that the capacity doesn't start dropping off due to overcharging them or over depleting them. Question number 2 from Ryan Browson. Thanks for the review. Between the Mobiscribe Wave and the Mobiscribe Origin, which would you suggest? The size difference is neither here nor there for me. Both sizes work for my use cases. Well, the problem here is that I don't know what your use cases are, but it boils down to this. Reading on the small format of the Mobiscribe Origin can be a pain. So in that regards, if you are doing a lot more reading, then Mobiscribe Wave makes more sense. If, however, what you're mostly doing is note-taking, writing, and things like that, then Mobiscribe Origin makes much more sense because it's more portable, and I find it as a format less bulky, less heavy. It's kind of easier to manage. So yeah. Next question is from Robert Galea. I would like an Onyx Boox. Which one would you suggest? I need a 10-inch with front light and color for note-taking. I will use it for note-taking and reading. I must have 125 gigabytes of storage capacity. I guess you mean 128 gigabytes. Which Onyx tablet would you suggest? Well, all of the 10-inch, modern 10-inch one devices, so Note Air 1, Note Air 2, Note Air 2 Plus, Note 5, all of them have front light and color for note taking, but the display is monochromatic. So you can take notes in colors, but you won't see the colors on the display because obviously the display is monochromatic. If the question is there one that has a color display? Nope, not yet. Maybe we'll see something updated by the end of this year. I don't really know. But at the moment, nope, you don't have 10-inch color devices from Boox. As far as the storage goes, the only 10-inch device that has 128 gigabytes of storage is the Boox Tab Ultra. And not only does that one have 128 gigabytes of storage, but you also have the SD card slot to expand it to terabytes if you so choose. As to which one I would suggest, well, if the storage is so important to you, then you don't really have a choice. Then it's just the Tab Ultra that offers that amount of storage. But if storage is not that vitally important to you and you can actually deal with 64 gigs of storage, then I would recommend actually Note Air 2. Should you go for 2 Plus or 2? I would personally go for 2, simply because it's a little bit cheaper and a little bit lighter. Next question is from Birdie Ashiro. How's the writing feel compared to the Huawei MatePad? And the question is in regards to the Lenovo Smart Paper. And I would say that they don't really compare that much, because Huawei MatePad Paper is the device that uses a very specific type of a pen that has nothing to do with any of the other pens. So if anything, Lenovo Smart Paper writing compares to the likes of a good Boox devices such as Boox Note Air 2 or Note Air 2 Plus, and compares to the actually it's better than the Boox devices, so it's more in line with the Remarkable 2 and the Amazon Scribe. I'm not entirely sure if it's as good as them, but it's very, very close to them. MatePad Paper is a whole different story, and it's not really the same type of writing with a graphite pencil on paper type of feel. It's more like a gel pen on a nice type of a surface. It's a nice writing feeling, but it's definitely not that type of writing feel. Another question from Bert van Merloot. Hi Voya, if I make a screenshot on Supernote A4X of PDF to create template, I do not want the bottom bar to be visible. How do I get rid of it? Thank you, Bert. Well, it's very easy. You can actually just take that image into any image editing software on your computer or on your tablet. It doesn't matter. Even the simple gallery apps on your phone and tablets have the option to crop the image. So all you need to do is go to crop out the parts that you don't want, click save, transfer back to Supernote, and you're off. Another question from David Wilpon. How did you get My Daily Organizer on the Mobiscribe origin? Well, Mobiscribe. My Daily Organizer is a PDF file, so you transfer it like any other PDF file, and you can do it in many different ways because Mobiscribe origin supports Google Play Store, so you can install your Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox. So one alternative is you can upload the MDO onto those, go to your Dropbox MDO or whatever, Dropbox, Google Drive, or OneDrive that way, and then download it from that onto your device. Or you can just use the direct connection with the USB. Make sure that you're, once you plug it in, that you're in file transfer mode for the Android, and Mobiscribe will appear as a USB drive. Drag and drop MDO version that you want, and you're done. Next question is something that I'm going to be addressing in a separate video, but a short summary here is, hey Voya, do you agree that they're including black and white in the naming of the Wave, Mobiscribe Wave, because they are using the 7.8-inch size display that the Gallery 3 devices are launching in, and is it a nod to them launching a Mobiscribe Wave color in with Gallery 3? I initially responded to that post, but it's a mistake. I made a mistake there, so I'm kind of rectifying it here. What Mobiscribe is doing is a little bit strange, because they've already launched or are launching Mobiscribe Wave Color, but that one is using the Kaleido Plus panel, the old Kaleido Plus that you can find, I believe, in Nova Air C. Yes, Nova Air C has that one. And then on this summer 2023, they're going to launch also Mobiscribe Wave Color Kaleido 3. So they are not going to be launching a Gallery 3 Wave device. They're only launching what they have now, which is a Kaleido Plus device, and then a Kaleido 3 as well. Kaleido Plus I would not recommend to anyone. That is a bad technology. Kaleido in general is a bad dead-end type of technology. So, however, people still think that, hey, that's what we got and let's go with that. But ultimately, that's a complete dead-end technology, because that color filter on top, it just doesn't work. So what remains to be seen is, has the Kaleido 3 managed to squeeze out a little bit more out of this limited technology or not? As to whether there's a need for Mobiscribe Wave Color for $320 and Mobiscribe Wave Color Kaleido 3 for $349, I have honestly no idea. Why would you oversaturate and confuse your product line like this? That's very, very strange to me, but yeah, the short answer is nope. It doesn't look like there's going to be a gallery tree option, only Kaleido Plus and Kaleido Tree that's supposed to come out on summer. Next one is from Abdelrahman Zaki. Great review, thank you. Is the Samsung S6 Lite still your favorite stylus for the Note Air 2, or are there any new ones? Well, there's the new ones, S7. Both the Samsung S7 and S7 Lite are excellent pens in their own right, but the one that has actually caught my attention quite a bit is the Amazon Scribe Premium pen. That one, I find myself reaching out to this one more and more and more, and I gotta say that it feels really good, it writes really good, and it's just in general a really, really, really good pen for all of these devices. Next question is from Tim Elliott. During your test, have you noticed any clicking sounds? This is in regards to the Supernote Heart of Metal 2 pen. Have you noticed any clicking sounds caused by the too loose nib? Some users claimed it to be the case with Heart of Metal 1. And did you feel any difference in how tight the nib is placed between Home 1 and Home 2? Thanks for the review. So here I have both of them, and I'm gonna put them close to the microphone. Here's my microphone, so I'm gonna click one and click the other one. So this is Heart of Metal 1, Heart of Metal 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There is a clicking sound, but it's a different type of quality clicking sound, and I think it's less intrusive on the Home 2 pen. As for the wiggliness, let's try and see. So you can, this is Heart of Metal 2, as you can see. So yes, there's some wiggliness, and this is Heart of Metal 1. Similar amount of wiggliness, but the type of noise, if you can call it that, is less loud, or it's quieter, and the frequency is less intrusive because it's lower than the one on the Heart of Metal 1. Next comment, more than a question, is from Lore85Verti. Wow, I want this on A4 format in regards to the linking features on Supernote A5X and A6X. At this moment, potentially the perfect tablet e-ink is theoretically possible soon. And yes, I cannot agree more. And furthermore, Supernote or Rata have announced that they are working on Supernote A4X2, which is scheduled to be launched or released Q4 2023. Well, so something definitely to hope for. Next one is also in regards to the Rata and Supernote, and it comes from Mariano Perez. This product has been out for a while. Any idea if a newer version is coming out soon? I'm not in any hurry to get one, so thinking things through. I wish it had some backlighting too. Well, Supernote or Rata have announced their hardware roadmap, and you can check out the video that came out a little while ago on my deep guide regarding that to get more details there. But basically it comes down to A5X2 and A6X2 and A4X2 are all coming out in or supposed to come out in 2023. A6X and A5X first, then the A4X2 as well. However, I'm not so sure that there's going to be a backlight there, because basically what they've said is they're just simply updating the platform so that the hardware inside is more current and that it can support Linux as well, and that's why it's X2, so you can have Android or Linux. But other than that, I think it's going to be pretty much the same type of device that you're going to see with a similar performance and all of that kind of stuff. So whether or not it's supposed to be an upgrade, we'll have to see when A5X2 actually comes out, and then to have a back-to-back comparison, then see whether or not should you go for A5X, A5X2, should you upgrade from one to another or not? Well, we'll have to wait and see. But new products are supposed to come out this year. New comment or an advice comes from Eva Lagram regarding the Boox tab devices issue of going to sleep regardless of what you actually do to them. And she has an advice, which is going to auto sleep mode can be fixed by screen off timeout app that's available in Play Store. Keeps my screen on all day long when I need it. Was a huge help for me when I first discovered it. Thank you very much, Ava, for sharing that. I will be sure to check it out because, yes, the screen off issue is sometimes driving me partially insane. So it would be nice to actually have that issue resolved. So thank you very much. And that's it for the QA session number 7. Thank you so much for your questions. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for participating in communication and in this discussion in kind of figuring out what works, what doesn't work, what's the best way to approach some of these devices, platforms, etc., etc. And I'm sure that it's a big help to all of the viewers and maybe to everyone who's following my deep guide. If you like the video, please like and subscribe and ding the notification bell in the description below. And if you do like the work that I do, consider going to mydeepguide.com/shop to check out MDO. What is MDO? Well, that's a My Daily Organizer, which is a hyperlinked PDF file that satisfies all your personal and professional organizing needs, offering a comprehensive yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily overview of your plans and a diary mode as well. And also you can check out in the description below a dedicated playlist with tons of videos that will give you a very, very precise info and a clear picture whether MDO is the right product for you or not. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye!